being part of the 1994 National Championship team at UNC and just the whole March Madness scene. It was really, really awesome. Just our ascent to making it to Richmond, Virginia was such an incredible journey. Just thinking about all the hard work that we put in, and the exciting thing about March Madness is just the the Cinderellas and your giants that you have. And North Carolina was pretty much a Cinderella team, and we found ourselves in Richmond, Virginia at the national championship game, and it was an exciting time. The national championship game we played against Louisiana Tech, and that game was just nip and tuck. It was back and forth the whole entire game, and I remember it coming down to like the last 15 seconds of the game, and Pam Thomas from Louisiana Tech hits a jumper that puts them up by 2. And we bring the ball back down on the other end, and Tanya Sampson, who was our go-to player, she took the shot, and I remember her missing the shot, and Marion Jones and myself were rolling on the floor trying to tie up the loose ball. And by the time the officials blow the whistle, I look up at the clock and I see that there's 0.7 seconds on the clock, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, that we've lost this game. And I'm thinking about all the hard work that we've put in, and just thinking we don't have a chance to win this game. There's only 7/10 of a second on the clock. And I just remember going back to the huddle and Coach Hatchell being so super poised and believing that we still had an opportunity to win the game. And so she calls the timeout, and we were supposed to go out and run a play for Sylvia Crawley to get an inbounds, basically a lob play, because she was 6'5", to hopefully tie the game and send it into overtime. They covered that play really well. Stephanie Lawrence had to call a timeout, and I remember during the timeout, Coach Hatchell saying, we're going for the win and not the tie. And I'm thinking to myself, if we're going for the win and not the tie, somebody has to shoot a 3-point shot. And I'm just thinking, I know it's not me, so I'm wondering who it is. And so when she said, Shirley, you're going to take the shot, my heart really sank because I was probably only shooting like 23% at the time. So we go out there, and I'm super nervous, and I actually forget the play. And Sylvia Crawley, she comes up to me. I'm like, I forgot the play. She comes up and reminds me of what I'm supposed to be doing. So we go out and we run a simple box out of bounds play, which was what people refer to as the triangle, a screen-to-screener play. I set a diagonal screen for Tanya Sampson. She goes towards the ball, and 3 players go with her. And so I'm just backpedaling out behind the 3-point line all by myself. Stephanie Lawrence does an incredible job of inbounding the pass. And I just remember releasing the shot and just praying, oh God, please let this shot go in. And I just remember closing my eyes for a brief second, and then all I know, the next thing is here's the mob, and we've won the national championship game, and I'm throwing my hands up and I'm thanking God, and just it's just an indescribable feeling, just to have won a national championship and gone from a program that was at the bottom of the barrel in the ACC to national champs in 3 years. And I just have to really commend our head coach, Sylvia Hatchell. She was such an incredible leader, and she was such an inspiration to me. And just seeing her, the way that she carries herself as a head coach, it was such an inspiration and encouragement for me to become a head coach. And that's why I wanted to try my hand at becoming a head coach as well. And so I'm in my 2nd season at Elon University, and I really, really love being a head coach, and I've learned so much from Coach Sylvia Hatchell, which has helped me to be successful at Elon University. I remember when I left North Carolina, I was there for 9 years as an assistant, and I said if I ever left North Carolina, it would have to be a very special place. And that's what I found at Elon University, and I've learned so much from Coach Hatchell, and I've just been taking a lot of notes, just following her and watching her over the years, and just looking at what it takes to be a head coach and all the things that it entails. And it's so much more than X's and O's. And I realized as I was writing a lot of those things that I was thinking, hey, maybe I could write a book and about these things from a spiritual perspective about how it's important for us as coaches to be a great leader. And so, once I started looking back through all of my notes and devotionals and Bible study notes that I did with Carolina as an assistant, I just started writing more and more and realized that, hey, this is an opportunity for a book to develop. And that's how When Coaches Pray came about. And so just really, really excited about the book, and just excited about the opportunity to be able to share with other coaches about what it means to coach and the impact that we can make on the lives of the young ones that God has entrusted us with. And this is my book, When Coaches Pray, and you can get it on sportsspectrum.com. Hope you enjoy.